Lady Who Is Not Afraid of Anything by Linda Williams. It's even fun because you can use sound effects. This time, the little old lady did not stop to talk. She did not stop at all. She ran, but behind her she could hear 2 shoes go clomp, clomp. 1 pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. 1 shirt go shake, shake. 2 gloves go clap, clap. 1 hat go nod, nod. And 1 scary pumpkin head go boo, boo. You should check it out. We have a visitor today, and his name is Mr. Vernus, and he works at Reapers, and he has come today to carve a pumpkin for us. Actually, it's a carve a pumpkin, and here he is.
Very good. All right. I was asking the kids that were here earlier. Y'all got to excuse me because my voice is a little sore. What do we call a pumpkin after we call it that? Jack-o'-lantern. Okay. Let's try not to all talk at once so that everybody else can hear. I'm going to ask you some questions and stuff as we go on. Now, half the time I won't be looking at you because I have to pay attention to what I'm doing. What actually is a pumpkin?
Jack-o'-lantern.
A seed. Well, that's close. A pumpkin is a vegetable. It's related to a squash. You know what a squash is, right? You have steamed squash, fried squash. Yeah, you can eat pumpkin. You have pumpkin pie ever at Thanksgiving, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay. A jack-o'-lantern is the same thing as used to make pumpkin pie. And we could, if we wanted to, we could make pie out of this one, but we're going to eat it. We're going to carve it instead.
Randy.
Have a little fun. That's the easy part. First thing we do is we take a real sharp knife, and we cut the lid out. So we can hollow out the inside. Okay?
I want to see what it looks like inside.
Another big sharp knife. This off.
If Grapefruit do you use that one to
Okay, you guys can take a look at this.
I got to see.
This is pumpkin meat. Pass that seed around. Let people look at it. Now, if you plant that seed in a little styrofoam cup, it'll grow more pumpkins.
Can we hold it? Not in a row.
And we got enough seeds in here to make
I
a
need to
whole
ask
field
you
full of
a
pumpkins.
I need to ask you.
Inside, see how it's all full of spider webs and stuff?
Yeah, right. No spider webs.
We're going to scrape all that out.
Yeah, spider webs.
This is a special tool that's used for scraping and for carving butter, curling butter. It works real good for carving out pumpkins.
Ooh, yum. Yum, yum. Don't eat it. Don't eat it. You have to wash them. They used to wash your hands.
Very good. Definitely wash them off first. Wash them off and roast them in the oven. Trim down the part we're going to carve. Okay? So he's kind of open on the back. It's got a price tag back there. So we're going to carve it on the front where it's nice and smooth. The reason I picked this one instead of the other one is that this one has very light ridges in it. And it's real smooth. It's not indented real hard. It's easier if you're going to carve a complicated pumpkin like the one we're going to do today. It's easier if you have a smooth face to carve on.
Angelina.
What we're going to do is we're going to go inside and we're going to thin this down. See how it's about an inch to an inch and a half thick? We're going to thin this down until it's about an inch thick or less. And that way it'll be real easy to see the design and real easy to carve. We're going to shorten it.
Big.
You got some. Shake your hand.
How
You
you
got
guys doing?
pumpkin stuff on. They're doing pretty good.
Give me the tool.
It's hard.
Really speed things up.
Pull off. That's
fathers or mothers or cousins or anybody that works in a restaurant?
I have not. You can raise your hand.
Taylor?
That many of you? Gracious.
Taylor, you have someone that works in a restaurant? Who? Where does your cousin work?
What's your cousin do?
She's a waitress. Like Simeon, who do you know?
My mom's friend Mark. He works for something.
I know one. He works for a restaurant.
What?
He works for a restaurant.
No, he works for a car.
Okay, well, he asked if you knew someone that worked in a restaurant.
It's a lot of work working in a restaurant. It's hot and sweaty and all that, but sometimes you get to have a lot of fun. I love this. Okay.
Cut it out.
Now, the next thing we're going to do.
What's that thing?
Next thing we're going to do is we're going to do our pattern. You take some scissors or what have you and trim around the edge of the pattern so you have just the stuff that you're going to carve. Now all the parts that are dark here is the parts that we're going to cut out. And they're going to fall out, and that's where the light will shine through. Okay? So we take our pattern and trim it down, and see these dotted lines? You cut it around the edge and the dotted lines so it'll mold the pumpkin. Because this is flat and the pumpkin's round, so you got to compromise in your design. Okay, now this, someone's asking all this stuff. This is a spray adhesive. It's fairly harmless. You can use it at school. And what we do is we spray this on here.
Because this paper is dirty.
It's just like contact cement. Oh, it doesn't
You
matter.
can't see it.
Little pumpkin. Yes, it doesn't. You can feel it.
Oh, that sticks like that.
This is contact cement is what it is. And it comes in a can.
But it is on the other side.
Watch. Watch, watch, watch.
It's going to make a picture out of that.
This is isopropyl rubbing alcohol.
I
It's not
smell
that kind
it.
of alcohol.
I can smell
When
it.
you're, like if your daddy comes home from work and he's got a sore back, this is the kind of alcohol which your mama rubs on your daddy's back so his back comes over. It's harmless. It won't hurt you. It's just pat it down to work away from that.
I would leave it like that.
I'll work the rest of it out and get it all flat. If you have a place where the design overlaps, you just
Brian,
fold it down.
William.
Leave it there.
And they're harmless. They won't cut you. Oh yeah, I won the Droopers contest last year, and then I took the same pumpkin to Bimini's Oyster Cafe on Lake Arrowhead and won $100 there with the same one. So I made $200 out of the one I won last year. And this year I called it a big one, like an 82-pound pumpkin for Taste of the Town, St. Andrew's benefit.
Why didn't you do that for us?
Well, because it takes longer. It took me about 6 or 8 hours to carve that one. Okay, now, the next thing we're going to do, all right, got to move along. The next thing we're going to do, anybody know what this is?
I can't see it.
It's a corn cob.
You put it on corn and
Okay.
then you eat.
Well, this is just like you use if you're eating a cob of corn. And I broke one of the little things off. It usually has two. Okay, now we're going to take this and use it to transfer the design onto the pumpkin. Okay? All you do is you start and go along all the lines and poke little holes through the paper. And when we're done, we'll peel the paper off, but I'll still be able to see the design because of the dots. This will take
Oh, I get it
minutes.
there. I know that. So think,
You're rubbing on suntan lotion. It's a real thin coat everywhere that you cut.
why do you do that?
The reason you do this is because if you've seen pumpkins in Halloween before, jack-o'-lanterns, after they've had a candle burning in them for a few hours, they'll start to dry up and shrivel up like an old prune or a raisin. Because any kind of fruit will do that. There's a lot of water in here. And as it sits out in the air and with the heat, the water will evaporate into the air and leave just a shriveled old ugly-looking pumpkin. So you put the Vaseline on there, and that keeps the water inside the pumpkin so it doesn't dry out. Okay? And that'll preserve it and make it last longer. And you do the same thing if you want to carve a little bit on it. You carve a little bit on it, and you stop.
I can look at it and pass it to the clear one. One question that came out today, if you plant one pumpkin seed, does one pumpkin grow, or does a big plant grow and lots of pumpkins grow
They grow on a vine like watermelons, and depending on how the vine flowers, each flower produces one color. Carving, I also do ice carvings, and other kinds of fruit carvings and stuff. Anytime you do a carving, it's important to start at the top and work your way down. And it's really kind of hard to explain why, except that it hangs from the top. Like if you see bees working in a tree, building a nest, they work from the top down because it all hangs from the top. A design, call it water, keeps it resilient. You don't move forward very much at a time, but you move the saw blade real fast. And you let the saw do all the work. Let's give her a big hand.
Good Spain does not allow me.
Who's using the mattress though, Peter? You're right. The children don't use the mattress at school. Who uses the mattress?
The adult parents.
That's who's using it.
Good maybe Miss Polly might use them. You ready?
It's fire, so you have to keep anything flammable like leaves or pine straw or anything like that away from your pumpkin because you don't want to burn your house down. And it's very important when you go to bed at night, you go outside and blow out the candle in your pumpkin. You don't want to leave it burning all night.
Blow in the house.
Yeah, Mom and Dad would be really upset if you burned the house down, wouldn't they?
Yeah. They'd probably be dead.
No.
Everybody was asleep.
Okay.
Now put,
Oh, it's It's okay. Turn off the stove.
no, Grayson, you're right. Miss Child has to do them backstage.
Now.
Now let's give Chef Vern our appreciation.
Our parents are getting ready for our party. Let's go look.
Wonderful.
I like your pumpkin shirt.
Thanks.
Did you make it?
Somebody made it for me. Hello.
Oh, when I think of a sandwich, I'm thinking like 2 slices.
Just around here. Because as they go, after they finish, then they're going to go get their beverage and napkin and then sit down on the steps.
Okay, so how about this foot right here?
So you're my last shoes. I've got all of this. Why don't you stop it at that table? Okay. Maybe we'll just let it in here and then we'll. Well, you know what? We just got to make it circular.
Some of them have 6.
Okay. Because they're going to go from there to there. Okay, well, I've got most of them around here and then here. And I had this one extra. I just all over the
So this shouldn't have been done like this.
Are y'all happy or what?
sit right there.
Different stations, you're going to make a different thing, and everybody gets to make everything that's in here. We're going to let the moms that are at each table explain to you what you do when you come to that table. Now, one thing we...
This is an example of what we're going to do. You put the cheese on the cracker, and then you put eyes for the raisins, and a cashew nut for his meat.
Okay.
All right?
You should get to make 2 of those.
Dominic.
Peanut butter, okay? And then you put little bugs on it to really raise, okay? You get to choose whether you want a jack-o'-lantern, bad, or dust. Then you put your bread on the cutting board. Put your cookie cutter on the bread. You'll have to push real hard, okay? We'll help you do that. We'll help you do that. Get the shape. Then you take. You'll be given one of these little treat bags. First of all, you're going to have your plate when you come here to the station. Okay, just put your plate somewhere on the table. We'll give you a bag. We'll give you a piece of tissue, and you put your own tissue in the bag. And then you go to each little basket or plate on the table, and you put one item for each into your bag. Okay, and then you'll tell us your name. We'll write your name on it. We'll take it. You'll have a pretty ribbon to tie it up with, and then we're going to put it into the.
Now, Mrs. Puzo and Mrs. Hay are going to explain to you how to make spider cupcakes.
All morning, Mrs. Hay and I have been pulling apart spider legs and spider bodies. And we have been collecting them. Here are the bodies and here are the legs. You have to come up here and take a knife, spread a little icing on your cupcake. And then you have to pick a body. You've got different colored bodies. And then you've got to get 8 legs from the leg bin here.
Chairs. You don't like one or the other, you don't have to get. Just pick it in, get one hand and toothpick it, not your fingers, okay? Get all you want, or you don't have to get it if you don't like it.
Okay? And over here are the lollipop ghosts. And we've got Tristan's mom and Neiman's mom, and they'll tell you how you make lollipop ghosts.
Okay, first of all, you need to choose a sucker. You can choose 2, okay? 2. And then we just put the Kleenex over it. And then tie it with the yarn. And we've got black markers to put eyes and a smiley face on it. Okay?
Alright, when you hear the sound, then you can you need to put your hands on with the cashew nuts.
What is that?
Owl.
What is it?
Owl.
Oh, you're going to eat an owl?
Not a real one.
Take a marker and put eyes. Very good. I'll tie the yarn around it. You want it in a knot or a bow? A bow?
How about a smile there, Miss Whitney? What are you doing? You don't know? What are you making? Making scary kebabs?
Uh-oh, she dropped hers.
It's okay, Jordan.
Okay, Spank.
I'll hold that for you. If you want to walk away, come on down to the end, okay? I'll bring it to you.
What are you eating, Brittany? Scary kebab?
Wanda is something special that you see a lot and we talk about a lot around Halloween. Wanda is a witch. So when Wanda comes out to read, you might feel a little scared, but she's a good witch. She won't do anything bad to you. She's coming to read a couple of ghost stories to you. So if you're real quiet, she might come out. Be real quiet and see if we can make Wanda the witch come out.
Hello, boys and girls. Hello. Want to have some fun for Halloween? Yeah! But you know what? I'm a good witch. Oh, look, there's no place like home. Oh, my chair
favorite chair? Cookies, anyone? Everyone take one. A little spider web won't hurt you. It doesn't taste particularly good. Don't eat it, so. Yes, it's okay. Only one, everyone. Sit down, hello. For Halloween, you can always have fun and still be good. But you just have to know how, okay? And that also helps when you know how to use your imagination. Does everybody know what imagination is? Yeah? That we're just having fun. Okay?
I want one.
Is everybody? This is the Taily Poe, a ghost story. And this is told by Joanna Golden. And apparently maybe her husband, Paul Golden, he drew the pictures. So let's see what they have to tell us about the Halloween story. Are you ready? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Already
The
ready.
Taily Poe.
I bet it gets scary and very.
A long time ago, an old man lived by himself in the deep, big woods. His cabin had only one room, and that room was his parlor, his dining room, and his kitchen, too. This is his cabin, guys. That looks like a nice home. Shh, shh. The old man had 3 dogs. One was called Uno, one was called I Know, and one was called Cuptico Calico. One day the man decided to go cat hunting, and he'd catch something for supper. Here, 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 he shouted to the dogs, and they came pounding off the porch for an eager chase. They liked to go hunting with him. After many hours of hunting, the wind began to blow hard. The wind was coming from the valley. It'll be dark soon, the old man said, and we've caught this skinny old rabbit. He headed home, afraid he might go to bed hungry that night. We don't want to go to bed hungry ever. The old man cooked and ate the rabbit, and he gave the bones to the dogs. He leaned back in his chair and watched the moon as it rose big and full. The wind whistled around his cabin. Hear the wind outside the windows? Listen. Just as the old man was about to doze off, a most curious creature crept through a crack between the logs in the wall. It was big, it was long, and it was a furry tail. As soon as the old man saw the varmint, he reached for his hatchet, and with one lick, he cut off his tail. Before the man could raise his hatchet a second time, the creature slipped through the crack and ran away.
What is the other?
We don't know yet. Shh.
I don't know.
Shh. Listen. Ooh, listen. The old man was still hungry, so he took that big, long tail, and he cooked it, and he ate it. Ugh. And after that, he stuffed the crack in the wall. That was a smart move. And then he went to bed. His stomach was full, and he felt so warm and snug that he knew before he knew it, he was sound asleep in his bed. The old man hadn't been asleep very long, and he woke up. Something was climbing up the side of his cabin. It sounded like a cat. It was scratching on the walls. Who's that? The old man asked. He lay still and listened. After a while, he heard a voice say, "Taily Poe! Taily
Whoa.